Thanks for joining us right here on Midday, Kentucky. Of course, David Goldman, our Friday co-host, is stepping in again.
Always good to be here. Always good to be with you all.
And you guys are both in pink.
Yes, we are. We planned this.
Yeah. We thought you'd be the rose between two thorns.
Oh, so you're saying I should have been wearing red.
I'm just saying.
How's everything been with you all week?
Oh, it's been great. It has been great. We have been nonstop. You know, spring is hitting us hard. Keeneland is rolling
fast. Do you go to Keeneland every day?
No, weekends, maybe yes.
Okay.
It is what it is. I love it. I love it.
Are you doing your hair different? Something's different.
Well, Troy had a little talk with me.
Had it done.
Yeah, between my barber and Troy, it was basically like, you know, I needed a little step up.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Hey,
I like
listen,
it.
You know me. I'm not shy in giving my opinion. People,
No, he's not.
But I'm also okay with you giving it back to me. So
Remember the hand thing yesterday? Yeah, he's not shy.
I won't say anything else. But how are you? What are you up to for the weekend?
Oh, gosh. You know what? I am just going to hang out with the kids this weekend.
This is your real first weekend
alone.
without Doug?
Yes.
Even though he's been away for a few weeks, but you've been down there with the kids
Yeah,
and
we've
then
been
back
traveling
around
and driving and all
but
that.
This is your first time.
It is. So I'm just going to hang out with the kids. Jackson, my oldest, is playing for the Miracle League, and his first game is tomorrow. So we're very excited about
Game
that.
time.
Yeah, so it's going to be fun. We're going to go do that and hang out. That's
Good.
Yep.
Well, since it is prom season, I thought this would be a very interesting topic to be discussing. What do you think would be the average cost in America for a girl spending on her prom?
I would say probably about $400.
I was thinking 500.
And what would that include?
That would include the dress. I would say a dress is about $350.
Okay.
Shoes would be about $100. Hair, makeup, miscellaneous.
That's
$50.
interesting. Well, you know, one of our interns was telling us that, you know, she's also in university now, but when she was doing her prom at 16, she spent about $700, $900, you know, on her prom. The reason why I'm bringing this up is I want you to take a look at this picture of this gal, and she was from Jackson, Mississippi. Beautiful, beautiful jumpsuit, okay? And she was inspired by Kris Kardashian's 60th birthday party. Okay, these were all the Kardashians' outfits. I just want to tell you, this young gal's dress, 16 years of age, it's beautiful, right? $2,000
Wow.
was that she actually had it made. That was just for the dress. Now, let me give you some families with income. Now, according to the Visa survey, families with lower incomes spend the most according to this survey, okay? Families with incomes below $25,000 plan to spend just under $1,400.
Really?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is with people who earn less than $25,000.
Wow.
A family. Also, families with income below $50,000 plan to spend $1,100.
So the more income the family has,
Are you ready for
the
this?
less they're spending?
Yes, and the people who earn more than $50,000 actually spend roughly $799 for the outfit.
Man, I don't think it's too surprising because those people are maybe managing, you know, money a little differently, but I do think it's surprising on how much they're spending. That sounds outrageous, but I love that this girl got on. You know, like, I mean,
Yes, she
she
did.
is known around.
And look, I'm not begrudging that, you know, maybe she does come from some money. Maybe she's been saving for it. She has a part-time job.
Yeah,
Whatever. That's all good and well. But just, it was interesting to see, because we don't have proms in Australia.
Okay.
It's a big prom thing here. What do you think your prom date
You know,
spent
I think
back in the day?
Probably like closer to that 400, 500.
Really?
You know, between the hair, you know, that's really where it gets a little wild. The dresses, you know, we do a little shopping here and there. I'd go with them. It was good times.
Really? Okay.
You don't even want to ask me.
What did you have, like $50?
Yeah,
But that's
no,
okay.
it was probably about $150 back in the day.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know,
Well,
I got $100
fabric
for a
wasn't
dress.
expensive in
Yeah.
the 30s, was it?
Ooh, burn.
We better be very careful.
Yes,
We
you
better be very
should.
careful. I just thought, because we don't have the proms, as I was saying, and we had year 12 graduation dances, which is your senior year, and university, they don't have any sort of prom or anything either.
They've got some formals that you'll see girls spend some money on with dresses, like, you know, but...
Well, we have debutantes.
Okay, yep.
So very English, and so I believe you were 16. My sisters did their debutantes at 16, and those gowns were full-on gowns, you know, the long white gloves, and that whole look, and
I
being
love that
presented
look
to
too.
the
It's so
governor or,
beautiful.
you know, along those lines. But it was interesting, and I thought, Was it expensive? I don't know. I wouldn't spend $2,000 on a dress at 16.
I wouldn't
And
either.
if I had children, I probably wouldn't let them do it either.
Yeah, I know. And, you know, you could use that. I mean, even spending $1,000 is, I mean, a lot
Right.
of money. And she would have still had an extra $1,000 to, you know, maybe
Yeah.
take a vacation somewhere with,
I agree.
you know, family.
I agree.
I don't know.
All right, so moving on to something that was already expensive, to combating materialistic children.
Well, and I think this
Is it
just,
children or is it the
I think
parents?
it's just, I think it's really kids, you know,
Okay.
and I think this moves in really well because basically there was a study done that showed it's not really how much stuff a kid has that is going to give them the importance, the self-confidence, which, you know, it's like, I really wondered, did that girl buy the dress? That's something I wondered, because if she saved up for it and she was working, that's great. But the study basically showed that the more stuff the kids have, the less self-esteem they have. Do you ever say no to your kids, Lisa?
With, as far as with name brand things? And
Name brands or like electronics, those are really big. Kids are always wanting the newest iPad or cell phone.
you know, my kids are unique in that arena. They are very gracious as far as the things that we give them. So if
Right.
you know, electronics or anything of that nature,
Right.
they seem to be, we've taught them to be very respectful of those items, of those gaming devices. Usually it's our old cell phones. We give our
Yeah.
old cell phones to the kids to game with. And then, but my oldest has a laptop and he loves it. And he has been very careful. We've really kind of beat it into him. Be careful with these items, they're expensive. But they don't really ask for name brand type items
Stuff.
because we've never gave them,
That's
we've,
not-
we've never talked that way with them. So
Yeah.
Well,
that's kind of why.
And
I
the
think.
study found that the more time you spend, rather than the more stuff, as well as getting the kids out, they're going to feel a lot more better about themselves if they're giving.
So
not
you're
always
saying
receiving.
spending time away from things? Or other than
Well,
that?
no,
Sure.
spending time with the kids as opposed to being like, here, I got you a new Nintendo, so go play with it and
Right.
have fun.
Right, and let me do my thing.
Right, let me do my thing versus, you know, so many times parents, I think they're like, here's my cell phone, go play, I've got stuff to do. The study also found that basically we really want to make sure that you're setting the example. You know, if you see that you're constantly like, well, I've got to have the Prada shoes, your kids might be like, well, I've got to have the Air Jordans or whatever
Yeah,
it
no,
may
that's true.
You know,
That's true.
it's one of those things. Did you feel like when you grew up, Troy, that it was always about stuff or was it more about time?
Well, see, that's the difference with us because we used to compete with horses. So
Okay.
we were show jumping and doing dressage, and so everything that was in our house was around the horses.
Okay.
We didn't have toys or, you know, but we had, my father would make sure we had the best of everything for the horses. So for Christmas, we'd get a new bridle, which wasn't really for us, it was for the horse.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Taking care, yeah. But it did show an importance of, you know, setting that example because that's what your dad liked also, right?
Yeah, but I think also, I think that's why I have a bit of a rush when I go shopping now because it's all for me.
Right.
Do you know
It
what I
is
mean?
a little game
Interesting.
changer.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Troy's getting while the
Are
getting's
you, so
good.
basically the study's saying is spend more time with them, say no a little bit more often.
Right. Correct.
You know, where I find
You're
it,
going to have a bunch of angry kids out there.
yeah,
Like, where's my-
seriously,
where's my
they're gonna be
Nintendo?
revolting. But yeah, I find that the brands like the clothing items aren't as important to my kids as the food brand items. That's where it seems like
Right.
it's really, you know, that's a challenge, I would
Yeah.
say, as far as trying to get my kids to eat something that's not Lay's potato chips. Getting an off-brand from that, they're like, you know, it throws them
Oh,
into
yeah.
a frenzy.
Well,
They
yeah, I
can't stand
think,
it.
you know.
Well, you know, on this next thing, so about toys that you'd want, would you want a flying car?
A flying
A
car.
flying car.
I would.
No, I can't drive now. You threw me then for a second. I'm like, how did we get from that to the kids?
Well, basically, you know, I was also reading where there's this new Israeli company, Metro Skyway,
Yeah.
and they're bringing up this new car that basically can go up, down, and take off, and they say by 2022, in 5 years, they imagine this being going, it's going to be on the way. There's an image of it right now.
They're saying it's going to be ready by 2022, you
Yep,
said.
that is called the
Good
City
golly.
Hawk. That's
Do we
in
want
5
that?
years.
I can't even imagine that we would have a flying car by then.
Well, they're
I mean,
meeting
really.
in D.C. this week to actually discuss air traffic control for flying vehicles.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
You know, the thing is that
Can you drive well, though?
I am a good driver, I think.
A
I mean,
lot of them
I'm
will
very
be
careful.
self-driving, though.
What does that mean?
They're going to be self-driving?
Yep, they're going to be already automatic, like
Oh, gotcha,
kind of like
gotcha.
drones.
So you could have a drink. You could have a glass of wine while
exactly.
you're
Yep. Well, it's
So you're promoting drinking and driving then, huh?
driving.
drinking and cruising. You know, we'll just
Drinking
be
and
on
flying.
Yep,
Cruising around.
just flying around. But a big thing is the injection of the fuel.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them are hydrogen. But listen, guys, I will give you a ride in my air car.
A car.
It'll be
Exactly.
fun. It'll be a good time.
You'd curl the R.
Well, you know, it'll be fun.
All
I
right.
just imagine
Are you ready for this one? Well, we want to tell you about a very special guest joining us at the table to talk all about this in Jude Dream Home giveaway. Now, gorgeous guest is Amy Kutchum. How are you, Amy?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
We are fantastic. Now, you are here because you can dial right now and get your hands on a fantastic ticket. But first of all, tell us a little bit about what you can win.
So the St. Jude Dream Home giveaway, we building a house and selling $100 raffle tickets to win the home and other high-end prizes. So the home is valued at $400,000 and it's located just around the corner from here in the Tuscany subdivision, and it's nearing completion. It'll be done in the next 3 weeks.
Wow.
I think this is
when is
awesome.
the draw actually happening?
So we are having the giveaway show right here on ABC 36 on Thursday, June 29th.
That's exciting. Tell everyone how they can actually get the tickets. The number's up on the screen now, of course,
Yes,
as well.
of course. You can call that 1-800 number, 1-800-382-7512, or you can go to dreamhome.org and get your ticket. And then if tickets are still available, once the house opens next month, you can get your ticket there too.
Tell us a little bit about the St. Jude and how important it is.
Yes, so St. Jude Children's Research Hospital is leading the way the world understands, treats, and defeats childhood cancer and other life-threatening diseases. And we're primarily a research institution, so all of the latest findings and breakthroughs we're doing in the childhood cancer realm, we are sharing with the global medical community. So one child saved in Memphis is thousands saved around the world, including right here in Lexington.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
So this number that you can see up on your screen now, everyone, 1-800-382-7512. They are in our studios taking the calls live as we speak. There they are now. Tickets are $100. And also, if you get online, guys, it's going to be fantastic. You can head over to WTVQ.com. All the information was there. Or you can head over to dreamhome.org. We really appreciate you stopping by. We'll check in with you a little bit later on. Coming up next, we're joined by AIDS Volunteer Incorporated. They'll discuss the AIDS Walk for Life 25th anniversary. Stick with us, everyone. You're watching Midday Kentucky.